You've heard of Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Rockefeller. These are the names people throw around when they talk about the richest people who ever lived. Every single one of them isn't even close. The richest person in all of human history was an African king most people have never heard of. His name was Mansa Musa. It's the 14th century, West Africa. The Mali Empire stretches across nearly 2 million square kilometers, one of the largest empires on Earth at the time. And ruling over all of it, Mansa Musa, emperor, commander, the 10th Mansa of the Mali Empire. Under his empire sat nearly half of the world's gold supply, salt mines, trade routes, and gold. The three things the entire medieval world was desperate for. Every major trade route between North Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa ran straight through his territory. He didn't just have money. He controlled where money came from. His estimated net worth in today's money, $400 billion. Some historians say that number is too low to even calculate properly. In 1324, Mansa Musa made a decision that would accidentally shake the entire world. He announced he was making the Hajj, the Islamic pilgrimage to Mecca. Now, for most people, a pilgrimage is a personal journey. For Mansa Musa, it was the single largest movement of wealth the medieval world had ever seen. He assembled a caravan of 60,000 people, soldiers, servants, heralds, merchants, and 12,000 enslaved people, each one carrying 4 pounds of gold bars. Then he brought 80 camels, each carrying between 50 and 300 pounds of gold dust. The caravan stretched as far as the eye could see, and it was heading straight for Cairo. When Mansa Musa arrived in Cairo, the city had never seen anything like it. He gave generously, extravagantly, to mosques, to scholars, to the poor, to the Sultan himself. He spent and gave away so much gold in Cairo that he flooded the entire Egyptian economy with it. Too much gold in circulation meant gold was suddenly worth less. Prices collapsed. Businesses collapsed. The Egyptian economy went into a recession that lasted over a decade. The Sultan of Egypt, one of the most powerful rulers in the world, watched helplessly as he continued to Mecca, completing the Hajj. The journey itself took over a year. Everywhere he stopped, he built mosques, schools, libraries. He funded entire institutions along the route. He brought architects back from his travels, most famously from Andalusia, and commissioned buildings across his empire that still exist today. Word of this man spread across the entire known world. Arab scholars wrote about him. European mapmakers started including him on their maps, sitting on a throne, holding a gold coin. In 1375, the Catalan Atlas depicted him exactly that way. A king so rich, European cartographers felt the need to explain him to their audiences. Under Mansa Musa, Timbuktu became one of the most important cities in the world, not just for gold, for knowledge. The Sankore Mosque in Timbuktu became one of the largest universities in the world at the time. 25,000 students, more than most modern universities enroll today. His trade network connected West Africa to the Mediterranean, to the Middle East, to Europe. The Mali Empire wasn't isolated from the world. Under Mansa Musa, it was the center of it. At the peak of his reign, the Mali Empire produced more than half of the world's gold and salt supply. Every coin minted across Europe and the Middle East had a chance of containing metal that came from his land. Mansa Musa ruled until around 1337. He reigned for 25 years. After his death, the empire passed to his successors, but none of them could hold it together the way he had. Internal power struggles, rival kingdoms pushing in from the edges. The trade routes that made the empire wealthy slowly slipped out of their control. Within 100 years of Mansa Musa's death, the Mali Empire had collapsed. Here's what stays with me about Mansa Musa. He didn't just accumulate wealth. He built systems, trade routes, institutions, cities that multiplied it. The gold was the resource. The systems were the power. And when the systems collapsed after him, the gold meant nothing. The richest person in human history isn't a name in your school textbook. He's a lesson in what happens when wealth, systems, and vision align, and what happens when they don't. Mansa Musa. Remember the name.